Hello again, I'm back and I've got a bit more work done on this painting for you. As you can see, I've put in a whole lot of flowers. You can see here I've put in just some random flowers. They're not necessarily perfect. I did have geraniums in the garden. I've put in some gerberas. I think you might have seen me putting in some of these kumquats, but I've since put in a whole lot of leaves. I was working on that the last video. I've put in more leaves here, and I've done a bit more work on the silver pot, on the teapot. Now I want to do a bit of work. I think I don't like this colour here. It's a bit too orangey and a bit too similar to these flowers that I want to put in here. So now I'm working with some ultramarine and white to make up a nice pale colour. I wanted to bring this landscape into this part of the still life. So I'm going to make this water come all the way down here. So what I'm doing now is painting in. See, I do things in a funny way. I don't follow the rules. I don't always do the background first. I'm just going to paint in a background around my still life. So here we go. You see, now I think you'll see that this comes a bit more into the light, so to speak. It sort of brings it out. And in fact, the background that I had there previously, sometimes it'll show through a bit, and that makes quite an interesting dimension to the painting. See, I like this, and I've got a mixture of paint on my brush. As I've said before, I kind of mix paint onto the brush, onto the canvas rather than onto the palette, and I like getting this interesting mixture happening. So I think it gives it a bit more life and movement. Because it's a complementary to the orange here, this orange gerbera, which I might end up making pink. I'm not sure about it being orange, but let's see. We'll put more of this gorgeous bluey colour in here, as if we've got water lying in the background here. How's that? I think that's looking more interesting than it was, and in fact it's more harmonious because there's a lot of cool in here, and it sort of brings it together a bit. Sometimes it's useful to have a palette that's more cool or a palette that's more warm, and not have too much of both, because that can look a bit messy. There you are. See how these flowers are now becoming more obvious because I've painted something that's a slightly different tonal value too. That's one of the things in painting is you do need a change of tone. I think I'm going to put some flowers in there, and as time goes on I'm going to put pattern into this pot. Well, this isn't a pot, this is a teapot, one of my mother's silver teapots, which I've allowed. I haven't been very good, I don't polish them, so it's got quite a bit of tarnish, but then again I like that look. I do like a bit of grunge on things in paintings, and I find that the patina on old things is attractive. Oh, that's quite white, isn't it? Let's put a bit more of this in here. Now, that's quite violent, but with time I might go over that, and let's have a bigger brush. I might make that less lively. Over in this this section here, I've actually drawn the outline of a bird. I often have birds in paintings. I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to have a bird in it or not, but I might. So that's why there's some chalk there. Let's see if we can just pop some daisies in here. Just liven this bit up a bit. Yes, that's okay, but we're going to need some green leaves in there too. I haven't got any green on the palette at the moment. Oh, dear. But not unhappy with this. Not unhappy. I think it's coming. You know, these unplanned things, they just sort of happen. Yeah. Well, so that's today's section. There it is. It's going to be quite a big still life stroke landscape. I hope you're enjoying watching this. I am about to start some online classes on Wednesday the 1st of April, and if you want to get in touch with me, my email is christinereedart, and that's read with an R-E-A-D, at hotmail.com. Thank you for your interest, and I'll get back to you later. See ya. Bye.